Welcome back, guys, and happy Friday. Okay, we've got a couple of updates, and then I'm going to do a feeding on my tarantulas. First things first, my H. pulcher piece molted yesterday, or the night before, overnight, excuse me. And I got up yesterday morning, and I noticed that it was hanging around the entrance of its burrow here, and it was really filling that burrow out even more. I noticed that its legs looked darker, and they were shiny, like they were still damp, so I knew that it had molted. Now, I saw it a couple of times last night outside of its burrow here, but it hasn't been out much since it molted. I'm not sure if I can. No, it's going to go the other way. Oh, wait. Wow. That gold on there is really taking on an orange hue. And those legs are kind of dark, almost blackish. Now, I know that's all going to lighten up once this little guy hardens up. But anyway, so I won't be feeding this one today. It molted yesterday, so I'll probably feed it next Friday or so. But I'll give it a few days. And I'm not really sure how much more of this thing we can get a look at here. Here it comes. Look at it. This thing has put on some pretty good. Oh, it put on some pretty good size since the last molt there. It's turning into a pretty good sized and beautiful spider. And it seems a lot less skittish there after that last molt. Before that, it would do a lot more retreating into its hide. Anyway, that's my update on my H. pulcher piece. It molted. It's still beautiful. We're going to feed that in a couple more days. Now I'm going to get around to my B. hamori and my Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. Okay, so this is my Brachypelma hamori I just got a couple of days ago. And as you can see, it's already rearranging its enclosure. It's got all of that substrate piled up in front of that cork bark there. And what it did was basically excavate all underneath that cork bark. And you might be able to see it right there. It's got its tiny little burrow entrance right there. But I don't know. Let me see if I can show you guys the bottom here. See, it excavated that whole thing down to the bottom there. If I would have known it was going to burrow that deeply, I probably would have put a little more substrate in there. So, needless to say, I haven't seen it much since I unboxed it 2 days ago. So, it's time to feed it. I'm going to get set up, and we're going to put a roach in there. All right, I got my roach. Let's put it in there and see what happens. What a bummer. He just crawled right past that burrow, and the sling didn't react. Anyway, we'll watch it here for another minute or two. Of course, these are notoriously slow growing, so I really have to be patient with this guy. But I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. They're such a beautiful tarantula, and they're kind of a hobby classic, so I finally did get one. We're going to let this roach walk around in this enclosure a little bit more and see if we get a feeding response. Oh, it's just going to go right on down in there. Okay. Well, that's the update on the Brachypelma hamori, guys. So, let's get around to a real feeding video, shall we? Okay, so just a little brief update on my Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. You can see it's really webbing up its enclosure really nice there. Just like I hoped it would. You know, these GBBs are notorious for webbing, so. But he settled into his new enclosure pretty good, and there's been a couple of times that, like I mentioned, he got his little face in this corner, and every time I go to shoo him out there, he wants to kick hairs at me, so. I don't know, maybe it's just a phase he's going through like teenagers. But anyway, enough talking. We're supposed to be doing a feeding video, right? Here's one I'm certain will feed, so watch close, because if you blink, you might miss it. Yeah, did you see how quick that GBB ran from the cricket? I must have startled it. And the cricket gets stuck in the moss. Where'd that darn cricket go? Oh, I see you hiding underneath the leaves. See it over there, guys? As soon as it makes a move, it's toast. Locking on target now. Telling you guys, if you've got tarantulas and you don't have one of these, you got to get one. Just look at the colors. That alone is a good reason to get them. But also, as I said, they're good webbers and awesome feeders. Although this guy here today is being kind of strange. He's usually already taken down the prey. And that cricket is getting around pretty quick there. Now I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Sorry this is taking so long, guys. Hold on. Come on, cricket. People want to see you die and get eaten. You missed, buddy. You went after the stick instead of the darn cricket. It's behind you, pal. Ooh, he tried to take it. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It's probably only the second time I've tongue fed him. I didn't know he was going to strike that hard and quick, or I'd have probably not done that, because I definitely felt his fangs hit the tong. But fortunately, I had my rubber-tipped tongs, so I definitely felt him whack those tongs, though, when he got a hold of that cricket. But like I said, my GBB never disappoints with feeding. Ever. It just takes him a little longer to make up his mind sometimes. Then we'll watch for a second and see if he decides to come out and wander around and show himself to us or not. I kind of spooked him down in his little hole. That's what I was talking about with his... He made that webbing across there and then he put a hole in it. And he's got his little den down there underneath all that little canopy. Like I figured that he would. The colors, though, just crazy on these guys. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you anymore with that. That was my update and feedings. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Drop me a comment, good or bad. Subscribe if you like my videos. Keep an eye out. Next week, I'll be feeding my Harpactira pulchripes, and I'll probably feed the other two again as well while I've got the video on. But that's all I got. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. God bless. Good night.